All right, so here we are, part 4 of this series. I'm still struggling with this rifle and accuracy. Just wanted to kind of review what I've done since the last installment. I have swapped out the scope. This is actually the old scope, so that should be a telltale sign that wasn't the problem. So anyways, I have a brand new Vortex Sonora 4 to 12 by 44 on that thing. I thought, well, maybe I got a bad scope. So I swapped the scope out, put the old one back on there. This one used to do just fine. Still have a problem. Still inaccurate. So I moved to inspecting the bed, the bedding job on it. It does have a glass bedding job in it. It's rough, but it's not terrible. Had a little bit of minor sanding, same thing, same trip to the range with the scope and the bedding, I guess, work. No difference. All right, here we are at the range again. Third time's the charm, I hope. New scope, same loads as before. I don't have this camera or this phone up in this target's face because I don't want to shoot the phone. So let's see how we do. So, what am I doing now? I'm running out of options, is what's happening. So, here's why I've got these guys out. What I'm thinking is I am, aside from having something mechanically wrong with the rifle, which is kind of weird that it would be something like that. The crown doesn't look damaged. And, when you lose a barrel, it's a slow death. It's a slow decay, at least for me. I've never seen anything just fall off the table like this, unless it's, something else. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm getting ready to load up another round here. I've got an 87 grain VMAX. I've got the 90 grain Game Changer. And I've got some old school 80 grain Sierra Varminters. These guys... I wish I knew I had these. I would have fireformed some brass with these. But these guys are super old. I've probably had these things for 15 years. But anyways, it's a nice little test of are we having a stability issue? In other words, if I fire one of these two guys and my accuracy returns, then that points me towards I can't handle this bullet, right? This Sierra Game Changer is very long. It is no joke. That's a big bullet. So I need to measure the twist in my barrel too. But that's what I'm going to test next. So I'm going to load these guys up, head to the range, try this out. I also have, which isn't shown here, I also bought a box of factory ammo, which is like tail between your legs kind of thing here. But I don't care. I want to figure out what's going on with the rifle. If nothing works and I'm still inaccurate, though I will say I'm going to punt. And I'm going to take the gun to, a gunsmith or a gun shop because I just don't have the tools to inspect this thing for problems anymore. Everything that I've checked or know how to check or can check, I have. This is the end of the line. So stay tuned. I'm going to load these guys up, and the next clip should be at the range. All right, well, that's that. All loaded up and ready to go. We've got the 90 grain Game Changer, the 87 grain VMAX, and the 80 grain Sierra Varminter. Everybody, basically all three of these sets are same exact seating depth. Same exact charge. I just, randomly just kind of threw 40.5 grains of H4350 in here. So let's see if we can get something to hit. I'd take a 1.5 inch in a group. Some lousy group would be excellent right now. So anything's better than 4, 5, 6, 8 inches. All right. So here we are. Final installment of this, I hope. I think I figured this out. All right. So let me explain this. This is a target from the range today. And what I had was a box of Remington Core-Lokt factory ammo. I had 3 shots of the 90 grain Game Changer with 40.5 grains of H4350. I had 3 shots of 87 grain VMAX, same powder load, and 3 shots of Sierra 80 grain varminters. Again, same 40.5 grains on that one too. So first shot, I started with the 90 grain Game Changers, which I should have started with the factory ammo, but here's my first shot. Okay, I didn't see this. I didn't see this from the bench. I only have a 12 power scope, so I switched over to factory ammo, put 3 shots right here, and then I adjusted the scope over, right? So this, and then here's the 2 90 grain. So this guy should actually be over here, okay? Which is a really crappy group, okay? Here is the 87 grain VMAX. I put 2 almost, cut paper on the first 2 and then shoved this guy down here. So nothing great, but not bad for just randomly throwing some, powder in a shell. And then here's the 80 grains right here. So, and the other thing worth mentioning today too is, this group, let's say this guy needs to be over here someplace, right? It was 40 degrees today, so a little bit warmer, okay? For whatever reason. I have no idea what's going on with this. What I'm concluding, though, is this gun cannot handle these Game Changers. It's just, it just can't stabilize them. So, I'm a little bit bummed about it. I really wanted these to work for this rifle, since this is my, whitetail rifle. So I'll have to consider something else. Potentially, probably these 87 grains is what I'll do. So I'll do a load development series on that. But the good news also is, I have a couple 243s. I'm not going to give up on these guys either. The ballistic coefficient's so good. I can use these in my my long range target and woodchuck 243. So stay tuned. I'm not done with these guys yet, so I'll put together another series of videos coming up here. We got some stuff to do. The other thing is too, I have a 223. I'm gonna start doing some loading for that. I got a bunch of 9mm. I got to do some loading for that, and I got a 44 Magnum coming. I've got a couple. I don't want to say customer rifles, but I got a couple. Other rifles coming in here to the shop for some load work. So I think I'm going to be pretty busy this winter. It should be pretty fun. If you've been following this, thanks. If anybody's watching these at all, if somebody else has an idea on something that you'd recommend for 243 for whitetail, leave me a comment. I'll try it out. We'll do a little mini series on that. All right, that's it. Thanks.